Kennedy Agyapong has tightened his grip on the New Patriotic Party's presidential race, polling 44.1% of delegate support in a worst-case scenario and 53.8% in a best-case scenario. That's according to a new survey by Dr. Evans Dia conducted between September 22nd and October 5, 2025. The research also puts Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in second place with between 32.2% and 39.5%. Dr. Brian Agyapong trails in third with between 6.3 and 8.3%. Dr. Yosei Duchum and Kwabena Agyapong follow with modest gains, polling 3.2 and 0.9% respectively. Now, according to the survey, the former Assistant Central lawmaker could lead in 11 regions. Let's hear from Dr. Kusi as he explains his findings.
It's a follow-up of the polls that we conducted from August. This was conducted from 22nd of September all the way to the 5th of October. And this one builds on August, so we'll look at whether there has been some changes between August and now. We are looking at the changes in terms of the candidate support across region, across constituencies, and also nationally. And we are looking at what is happening with undecided and then undisclosed. So the analysis is looking at the shift between the delegate preferences for the presidential candidates. What are some of the regional concentrations and the influence? Are there any strategic balance between the leading contenders? And then we run a true or dual model, which I explain to you very soon. Out of the 204,893 as at October 2025, we sampled a total of 26,150 delegates. Now, this is a 12.76 percentage representation of the total population. This means that it is quite significant enough, at the same time representative enough.
Noble Crosby Annan is my colleague. He's joining us with a bit more in terms of the details from the... Crosby, did the good doctor explain how he came about these findings?
No, so Dr. Kusi explained that this data he has covered is from a sample of 26,150 delegates, and that, in fact, according to the number of delegates to vote in the NPP presidential primaries, it's about 12.76%, and he says that's a good representation, and he explained the dynamics of the research, and he's also emphatic that it is not 100% without bias, but it is also a follow-up of the August research he conducted, an update on the August baseline to know which changes have occurred from August up until now, whether candidate support across the regions are increasing, what are the shifts and the balances in the various constituencies of the various regions according to the preferences of the delegates, Mawina.
And there are concerns that his work may be influenced by some of the candidates coming on the back of his failed parliamentary bid on the ticket of the NDC. Did he explain that?
Well, we asked him about it, and what he's telling us is that he is indeed an interested party, and he's an interested party because of the fact that he is a member of the NPP. In fact, he contested the just so parliamentary seat during the primaries, but he was not able to win the seat. And he's saying that although he's an interested party, the poll that the research has conducted is without bias. It is following strict ethical and research standards, and it is just to help himself to be able to make a decision as to which camp we should follow, which camp we should belong to. So it is also to help the candidates to pick it up and then strategize on how to consolidate their gains or build up from where they are losing.
I'm an interested party. An interested party means I'm an NPP member. In fact, I actually was a parliamentary candidate. Okay, so I'm an NPP member. I am actually an interested party. Now, being an interested party here is a matter of within the NPP, what are the delegates actually saying? So the first polls that we did, if you looked at all my media engagement or my public engagement, it was the fact that Camp A had called me, Camp B had called me. And I needed to make a decision if I'm joining Camp A or Camp B. The research was done for my own decision. In other words, with no engagement with Camp A or with Camp B. And then I went on to do, so the first one we did was 8,000, which was not public. And then I increased it further to 20,000. And when I did the 8,000, I saw some pattern I had not expected. Then I went to 20,000. I saw that same pattern. That is when we made it public. As of today, have I decided? Not yet, because as I mentioned, it's not predictive. It is actually as at a period. So I did a second one with my team. And the reason why we did a second one was to realize that, are we having the same winning team winning again? Because I need to make a decision. And eventually, I can say it on record. I have not taken any penny, and anybody who knows me very well. Credibility is very important when it comes to some of these things. Do I have friends in Camp A? Yes, I have friends. Do I have friends in Camp B? Yes, I have friends. Do I have friends in Camp C, Camp D? I have friends because I'm an NPP member.